Russia has warned foreign states to stop pumping lethal weaponry into Ukraine as it's being used to commit war crimes, including by Kiev's top fighting force, the openly neo-Nazi Azov Battalion.
We call on the international community to give an objective assessment of the crimes of Ukrainian formations, to stop supplying them with weapons, and to encourage Kyiv to abandon unacceptable methods of warfare.
The U.S. and UK were providing weapons to Ukraine even before the beginning of the conflict, and many more Western states have begun sending lethal aid to Kyiv in the last 2 months. Washington has even approved a bill to use its Lend-Lease Act, a World War II-era program, to lend arms and other supplies to Ukraine. G7 member Italy has also pledged to provide lethal aid, with the Prime Minister taking a tough line against Moscow. But growing numbers of Italians are angry at their premier, seeing the sending of lethal aid as counterproductive to ending the conflict. In Italy, the hashtag #NotInMyName is trending on Twitter, with Italians and other Europeans urging their governments to stop sending weapons to Ukraine.
I am very against the sending of weapons. Weapons do not increase peace and negotiation approaches. There are polls that say that the majority of Italians want a serious peace negotiation and not the shipment of arms.
Sending weapons is a political decision, and I don't think it will help the Ukrainian population from a social point of view. I disagree. We are fighting a war by sending weapons. We understand that this does not work.
It's an awful idea that would only serve to escalate tensions. It can only lead to higher violence. It doesn't make any sense. They are spending money that should be invested in healthcare and other sectors.
Any shipment of weapons to me is not justified. By sending weapons, we are sustaining the war, and I am against it.
I see sending weapons as a betrayal because the Italian government has agreements with Russia. To me, Italy is behaving like traitors. It is following an American line that I don't like, a false democracy.
Some Italian politicians say that sending more weapons does not help to resolve the conflict, which has had a serious impact on Italy's economy.
The alternative party is against sending these weapons because they will risk rekindling an already very serious conflict for the civilian population. Europe has chosen to be a belligerent institution that is reorienting its economy towards war, and this has serious implications for the whole European economy and manufacturing. Many jobs are risked, and there is a risk of a food crisis.
Frankly, we are dismayed about thinking of rearmament when Europe spends over 233 billion euros on armaments, 4 times more than Russia. It's unacceptable. What we have to think about instead is a foreign and defense policy that is unique to Europe. This gift to the armaments industry is an unacceptable madness.